welcome back to my channel. This is Wishblend reporting in. This is part 11 of the fun-based project Evolution and EDRPG Addition. Enjoy. Okay, between adventure options. These are new between adventure options for you to have a play with. So to start off with, we've got the exobiology and material sampling. To do this, you need to have acquired an Artemis suit. It's one of the Odyssey new suits. So by training defense and for a special storage compartment, the Artemis suit can store dozens of exo samples without filling a regular backpack. Samples stored in that component will never decay or rot. It's like a cryo-freeze type thing. So generate samples for in-between income. To generate random samples, you need to roll 3 times on the table to check and then check the type. Bear in mind, this does need reworking, as I got on that hill like I was saying. So short version, you're going to basically roll your D10 on here for the first roll to see what type of item you found. You roll a D10 for the second roll to find out what type it is. What property it is, and the third roll will basically give you something else. I'm not sure what yet because it needs to rework it. And then you get a value modifier at the end. So basically, you get that times. So you get the first roll times by the second roll, times by the third roll, times by the value modifier. It gives you the total value that you've discovered on your sampling run. So that's the gist of how this would work when it's all finished. Each grade of the item suit allows you to find one material, so a grade 5 can find 5 materials per in-between roll. You can also think about an explanation for this material. In this case, it could be incredibly tasty mineral water that has been aged for over 1,000 years. That's because it's using like this type thing. So yeah, it's still work in progress, but that's one of them. Scavenger. So a scavenger is always looking for the next hidden gem by searching abandoned structures, junkyards and old battlefields to see what they can find. You roll a D100 times by your possession bonus to see what salvage you can find. And then you times it by your bonus credit amount depending on your rank to see if it's worth anything. So, for example, you basically you got your elite rank here. I can take these out actually because we don't use them now. Do those rows. Originally we had going to go for the extra elite ranks, but we decided not to. So if you're elite rank of novice, you basically roll your D100 times it by your perception bonus, and basically you get it that way. Although looking at this, it looks good. So go to the example. So you roll a D100 and you get 40. So salvage, you found 40 points of salvage. I'll put points on to make that easier. Salvage. So yeah, for example, you get just copy that over to the other example. Yeah, so you roll 1D100, you get 40 points of salvage. You times your 40 points of salvage by your possession bonus, which is 1, so you stick with 40. You then times your 40 by your novice credit bonus. So if I put rank bonus, take that out. There you go. So yeah, you basically you roll your D100, get your 40 points of salvage, times that by your perception bonus of 1, which see still is 40. And then you times your 40 by your novice credit bonus, because you're a novice, which will give you 1,200 credits. It gives you a total of 48,000 credits and 120 years of salvage. If you had a perception bonus of 4, when you basically do exactly the same roll, it'll times the 40 into 160. You then divide 160 by your, so the dangerous credit rating of 10,000 will give you 1,600,000 credits and 1,000 units of salvage. Let's put that on this page. I need to leave a note. Originally I was going to use the salvage for a way to upgrade your ship and that, but I don't think we actually had it. I might need to take the salvage parts off, but it's, I say, work in progress still. So that brings us to the CQC Arena quick match. Now there's two lots of CQC. You've got this one here, and there's another one down here. So the main difference between them is this one here is basically ship v ship combat, like you do in normal games. This one here is a simple roll between adventure mechanic. So welcome to the CQC Arena, where you pit yourself against other pilots or one of our dedicated flights to see what it takes, if you have, to reach the top. You choose your ship from the parking area below and enter the arena. Each bout will be a one-on-one dogfight over a best set of 3 matches. The winner can claim the prize on a kiosk at the exit, whilst the loser will forfeit any credits they have placed on winning the fight. The rules for the CQC quick match are as follows. Step 1. Select your ship from the list below, which is basically just here. We've got the agility modifiers. Step 2. Select your opponent or another player or one of the enemy CQC fighters listed in the minigame section. They're still work in progress, by the way. 3. Place your bet and roll for your initiative to see who goes first. So 1d10 plus your initiative bonus. Average bet amounts. Basically will be low will be 1,000 credits, medium 1 million credits, or high will be 10 million credits, or custom is up to the player. They can put whatever they like on the bets. Note, we're not encouraging gambling here. This is just a game, harmless fun. No real world gambling. Okay, number 4, you do a spaceship piloting check and add the agility modifier to basically get your value. So spaceship piloting check of 3 plus 1d10 of 5. So equals a spaceship piloting check of 8. The planet energy modifier of 2 is selected, just this one. So total power modifier of 2 plus the spaceship piloting check of 8, because that's basically the rounded up value here, equals the final spaceship piloting check of 10. Step 5. Compare players' final thing there. Compare player's final spaceship piloting check against their opponent. The highest final spaceship piloting check between the 2 rounds wins the round. Well, between the 2 wins the round. So basically, this here is the final check. So basically, you get your spaceship piloting, which is a bonus of 3, plus your d10 comes to 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, That little sum there results in this bit here, our special piloting of 8. The type and agility modifier 2, which is basically this. So that's type pilot 2 plus spaceship piloting of 8, which goes in here, comes with a final spaceship piloting check of 10. If the opponent has 9 or less, you win. If it's a 10, it's a draw and they'll have to re-roll. The best of 3 rounds wins the quick match. Each round requires a separate dice roll. In a prize part, if you win a quick match, you take what you bet before multiplying it by the rolled 1d10 result. If you get a natural 1, you only get your stake back. If you get a natural 10, you add 100,000 credits on top of your winnings. Of course, if you've got individual bets going on top of that, that's separate. So you've got a whole section here for passenger transport. Basically, you've got the bit where it says you've got transport goods, you've also got a market for transporting people. So you need to have at least one passenger cabin installed in your ship. To be successful passenger transporting, you need to ship with as many passenger cabins as you can, and basically high social skills, etc. So I'll let you pause the video to read that if you really want to. It's basically just saying about the background part. So you basically got your type of passengers. What type of passengers do you want to carry, and the relevant skill for between adventure roles. So if you want to carry criminals, you need to basically pass the gambling or streetwise checks. If you want to do politicians, you need to do diplomacy or security. Tourists, it has to be inside, bargain, charm or planetary knowledge checks. Type of passenger cabin needed for each type. So depending on which one you use, you're carrying, you have to have a specific type of cabin to transport them. Cabin types, you've got the different sizes, how many, what type of cabin from economy to business first class, how many spaces per cabin type, and how much it costs to buy. A lot of that will be in the book, but it's also collated there. So profit per passenger space. So skill roll is generated by your selected skill bonus and a number of cabins per type you have. Commander Spiral's Cobra Mark III has 2 4E cabins and 2 3D cabins. With a charm bonus of +5, you manage to roll a 7 for the economy cabins and a 5 for the business cabins. Economy cabins work out, so it's a +5 charm and a dice roll of 7 gives you a 12. You then take the 12 and add 2 economy cabins to get a skill roll of 12. And that gives you 8,000 credits per economy passenger. You have 2 tourists and 2 4E cabins, so 4 equals 11 passengers. 11 passengers times 2 cabins equals 16 economy passengers in total. So 16 economy passengers times 8,000 gives you economy balance of 128,000 credits. So you're not actually doing the checks against the actual people, it just depends on what type of one you use. Business hotshot works out. +5 charm and dice roll gives, of 5 gives you 10. You then take 10 and add business cabins to get the skill roll of 12. That gives you 19,000 credits per business passenger. Because this was the tourist economy one, this is the business one, you do them separate rolls. So 6 business passengers, we have business hotshots and 2 3D cabins, so that's 3 passengers. 3 passengers times 2 cabins equals 6 business passengers in total. 6 business passengers times 19,000 credits gives you a business total of 140,000 credits. The economy cabins 120,000 plus the business cabins gives of 114,000 gives you a final total of 242,000 credits. Rolling a natural 10, you work out your skill roll with a dice roll of 10, then times the final amount by cabin type percentage, which is at the bottom here. rolling an actual run, you have a disaster run and have actually lost money on this run due to unforeseen circumstances, which is at the top here. Same as the less than 10 type thing. Repair depot. So when your ship's hull has holes in it or is sparking from a short circuit, bring it to the duct tape trolley. Our garage will look under the hood and patch up those holes, and you'll be flying again in no time. List between adventure options is only available if your ship is located in orbit on one of the following locations. So either a mega ship, a station, not an outpost, a proper station, or a fleet carrier. It can be any of them. They're like a franchise, your repair depot. To get your repair percentage fixed discount to fix your ship, you roll a 1d100. Then divide it in half to get your discount. For example, your current ship repair bill is 50,000 credits. You roll a d100 and gets you 48. So 50,000 credits minus the 48% equals 24,000 credit percentage discount. So the 50,000 credits minus the 24,000 credit discount results in your new repair will be in 26,000 credits. So yes, that means if you're lucky enough to get 100% discount, your ship gets fixed for free. Now if you've got short of money, this is a great way to get your ship fixed and that. But it takes a between adventure roll to do it. So going on, we've got advanced fleet carrier safe trading. So if you've managed to acquire a fleet carrier, you can do this. If not, unfortunately you can't. So you're using the advanced trading tables from the super trading supplement. So you need to have a super traders supplement to do this task. Make sure I type it correctly. So what you do is you roll 1d10 to select which buy-in market you're using. So you got all of these. So if you get 1 to 7, you basically locked into one of those markets, whatever one you roll. If you get 8, you can choose the buy or sell system. If you get 9, you can choose the buy and sell system, both the buy and sell system you're selecting. If you get a 10, you can re-roll the option available on sale prices. So if you don't quite get what you need, you might better re-roll and get a better amount. So using advanced trading tables and the super traders supplement, using advanced traders and super supplement to find into buy cost. Load what you can onto your carrier depending on your cargo size and funds available. Basically, that would just be funds available because the cargo size is cargo space 25,000. Yeah, that'd be a bit easier for you to read. So yeah, so you use your advanced trading tables and super trader supplement to find the buy cost for your pickup. You load what you can onto your carrier depending on your cargo space, which is 25,000 tons, and whatever funds you have available. You then roll a 1d10 to select the selling market. It can't be in the same system as this. Reference page 7 of Super Trader Supplement. So do a trading check to test the markets. Difficulty check or dice check of 8 is needed. If you fail, you have outdated market data, so you lose 20% off your profits. Use the advanced trading table in the Super Traders Supplement to find the sale cost. Then unload your cargo and make your profit. Now, if you get a natural 10, the reroll on available sell-off prices, and you fail this check here, this here will let you re-roll. So share the profits, 50% goes towards the fleet carrier budget and 50% goes to share between the owner or owners. If it's a group, bought it, then this basically, the amount that goes to the owners is split between them evenly. I say then you've got standard maintenance fee is 1 million credits per month. 1 month EDRPG is 5 average adventure spanning several days each. Adjust this time span to your needs. And that brings an end of part 11 of the update. So yeah, we are getting there. Hope you enjoyed what you've seen so far, and I'll see you in the next one. Laters.